So you were in a cult.
It was a lot of things happening in my life. Yeah. I had got this DM from this guy, and I'm telling Lynx about it. I'm like, yo, bro, can you trying to slide with me to go here and get the coding and all these things. He was like, what's the coding? I'm like, bro, I don't know what it is.
I was about to ask you, what is that?
And then, he tells me things about myself and things that nobody would even know and all these things, and telling me, I'm a living legend and, stuff like that. I just wish that the approach wasn't what it was. Like, we were like this, like we were really close, and shit just kind of got a little left. It went from trying to teach people to being like, fuck these people, and we're gonna be on the internet all day and gonna be on Instagram talking shit.
Yeah, because hopefully this doesn't come on offensive. But like, I remember seeing him and like very like how you just mentioned, like you yourself, like, oh yeah, I'm a god, I'm this, but he was very definitely like, I'm the second coming, I'm this.
Yeah.
And seeing in that, and I was just like, and it threw me off, like I think it threw a lot of people off seeing that.
Yeah.
And like I remember seeing you part of that, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of Beers with Peers. I'm your host, Sandia. Today's guest is a rapper, songwriter, and you catch his latest single, Change, anywhere you stream music. Please welcome to the show, Slator Blacc.
What's going on, man?
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, man.
Long time. It's been a long time that I've seen you. You're looking good. You're looking good.
Thank
I love
you, man.
your shirt,
Likewise.
man.
Yeah, I like that jacket.
Thanks, man. Not mine. Thank you. All right, so I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
It looks like a fucking smoothie. So let's just get into it.
All right,
Let's just hope. All right, they give us magnums because it's messy. Cheers? Do we cheer? Do we try to cheers?
We gotta cheers. Yeah, we gotta do it. Boom, steady.
Okay. I don't like how it looks on top.
Ain't that bad. I'm going.
What is this? It's like a smoothie. It tastes
It's like a smoothie, yeah.
like a strawberry banana smoothie.
She kind of fire.
So you have been rapping for a very long time.
A very long time.
Yeah, you started freestyling at the age of 5. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, bro. I was when I was living in San Bernardino at the time, and my mom and I, before my younger sister was born, we was moving around a lot. We were originally staying with my grandmother and my pops and shit. Things happened. We had to go stay with my mom's friend's family for the time being. And I would just be like rhyming just randomly. Like I was that kid who just knew every single, and you could I could call my mom right now. I low-key might do that.
So did he know every song? Yes.
Like, yo, he knew every song on the radio, like every song, like to the point, they would ask like, yo, what's this song? What's this song right here? And I would know the song, and I know the lyrics, I know everything. But yeah, since 5, and California plays a big part of my story. So again, I was with some family. We were recording at their house studio, and that was the first time I ever recorded anything. And yeah, I was 11. It was the first time I ever recorded anything. I did like 2 freestyles.
It was back in 98 when that nigga came out to the womb. And he came out with a trap doom in a black room, but soon this nigga came out to be the greatest and the beast released.
And then everybody in the house heard it, was like, oh man, like, all right, you got something. And from there, it was just like, okay, I could do this. This shit is fun. It wasn't like until maybe 13. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 12, 13, where I seen that documentary. I was like, yo, I really want to do this. It was a Tribe Called Quest documentary. And I just seen these 30, 40 plus year old dudes just having fun. Like a documentary, just literally just having fun, enjoying themselves, and just on some positive shit. And that's something I wanted to be on. And as soon as after I literally watched that, I got up off the edge of my bed and got to write, just straight up, just like, yo, this is what I'm about to do in my life. Like, I gotta do this. I gotta travel the world. I gotta inspire people. I got something to say. I got a story. And again, my mom plays an integral part because she gave me the composition books. She told me to go read the dictionary. She was like, you gonna do this? you're gonna do it for real.
I think the first song I ever heard about you was Palace.
Man,
I remember hearing that, and I was like, oh shit, this guy is amazing. And it was like 8-9 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
So when did LGDA became a fruition? If the audience doesn't know, LGDA is basically your guys' collective / brand, which is Live Great, Die Awesome.
Yeah.
When did that become a thing?
Since I was 13.
13.
It all really started that was the vision. Like I was sitting in it was math class. I was in Strayer Middle School. You know where Strayer Middle School is? It's on the west side, 75th and India School, like right next to Oso Park. And I was in class, and I'm just writing, and I wrote Live Great down first, and then I just followed up with Die Awesome. And it was like an epiphany. And at that time, you had Odd Future, you had all these different collectives that were coming out, and it was inspiring me to want to do those things. I was like, I want to, create a community, create something for people to be a part of and grow. And, that's what I created. And Slator Blacc came at that same time. People ask me, yo, where does the name come from? I don't know. But I know what it means now. Slater is like, it means to slate something, like slate a roof. So like the roof in a spiritual sense is like protection. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of, like I was saying earlier off the camera, it's like a lot of like information during my so-called hiatus where I came into a lot of knowledge and a lot of things. But to answer the question, it was like that started in 8th grade. That was like 2011. And it was just a lifestyle. I got it tatted on my arm and everything. Like it was really a lifestyle before it was like a collective or any of that.
So you guys used to do, I remember like first time kind of seeing you live was at First Friday. You guys used to do like these like you would be on a corner, you guys would rent a U-Haul, and you guys would be performing out of the back of the U-Haul.
Hey, I see you. Run.
We had your cousin on, Lord Rod. He even told us that was crazy. How was doing that for you?
That was a crazy time. That was pivotal because it was the first time really seeing us pulling a crowd like that. I mean, we had all type of people I'm talking about, when I say little kids, I mean like toddlers in the crowd, sitting on their dad's shoulders, and it might have been their first show they ever been to. You know what I'm saying? I was dancing with somebody's mom. Like, hey, you ask Mike, he'll tell you, like, it was real. Like, he was really doing that. And, you had kids that was our age. Like, you had the whole demographic, like, from literally a child to an older person. So it was a beautiful thing to see. We had a little, it wasn't even a run-in, but it was like this undertone tension between us and the cops because our shit was it was such a groove at that time.
Yeah, because watching those videos, even I think I've seen it once, like actually going.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was like a big, it wasn't like a small, like 20, 30 people.
It was an event, yeah.
It was like a good, and it's just like in the neighborhood, just like thrown out there. Yeah. And you guys would throw speakers in, and people would be getting on the U-Haul thing, shaking, and you guys were just going in.
Yeah, we was on some punk shit.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, it was on some really because we weren't getting booked. Nobody was booking us.
Yeah, you were anti-establishment.
Yeah, we were not getting booked for no shows. And everybody kept asking like, yo, how you get shows? I'm like, we doing this on our own. And not to cut you off, but like Mike was really funding these shows. You know what I'm saying? Like he was funding these shows, him and his wife. Like that's real shit. That's on record, like for real. He was doing that and we was coming in and, executing. He would just come to me with the ideas like, yo, you wanna do this? I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. All right. I'll give my little 2 cents, give my opinion on how, I want certain things to be, and we'll just do it like that. It was really like a partnership that spearheaded a whole movement.
So you just released the latest single, which is Change. Well, you released one yesterday. Yeah. Actually. What was it called again? I'm sorry.
Stardust.
Yeah. And it's only on YouTube and SoundCloud.
Yeah.
But your latest other one besides that was Change, which you just put on a music video for. So tell me about your single.
Yeah, Change, man. I had that song since 2019, 2020.
Oh, okay, for a while.
Yeah, for years. A lot of I dropped like a plethora of singles.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was to ask you about that later too.
Yeah, since like February, but Change in particular, it felt right to do because a lot has changed, and I'm recently going through a change, and I felt like that song was, I don't know, it just felt good. It had a very high, playful energy to it, and it's produced by my man Ferran back in the Netherlands. I wrote it at a time when I was probably like 21, 22. So the stuff I'm talking about in that song is what I was going through at that time, you know what I'm saying?
And especially that age is like a pivotal moment.
Oh yeah.
Being a young adult.
Yeah. A lot of shit, it was just different for me. It was like, I'm still trying to, at that time, I'm still trying to figure things out. I'm still trying to figure out who I am and what I'm doing here and, why things are the way they are. And it's changed, bro. It's just straight up change.
No, I ain't got regard for your feelings. I'm a guy with a pen and tell your mama I'ma get it, nigga. We gon' make a play or we gon' ball independently. Dependency was always defined as a switcher pump. Never switch a Bobby with you to completion. Even if we fall out, it's still the same plan. I'm sideline niggas.
All right, I'm almost done with my beer.
I'm slacking, man.
You're slacking a little bit. It's all good.
Bro.
It's all good. Let me just tilt your cup a little bit. Well, I'm done with my beer. I'm not drinking whatever that is. Like, I don't know what that is. It's like it's like chunky. I'm good. What is this beer?
It was like,
This is
oh, that's what it is.
Their Hill B? Their Hill B? Their Mill B? I don't know if it's like H or not.
Pert.
The name of the brewery. It's I can't even pronounce that. Drecker. It's
not that
a
bad,
food
though.
court style milkshake. So it is a milkshake. Percentage at the bottom of the can.
Okay.
6.1%. It does not taste like 6%. This tastes like,
not at all.
like 2%. You do not taste alcohol in this.
Not at all.
What do you rate this out of a 10?
I'm gonna give it like a 7.8.
7.8?
7.8.
I like how you put the 0.8 there. Honestly, I'm gonna go with a solid 8, maybe even a 9. I think it's really thick to drink.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I can drink like 3 of them in a row without just fucking bloat it.
Nah.
But it's really good. Like, it's made with real ice cream.
You could taste it. Oh, okay.
Are you
that's
serious?
Okay.
Alrighty, we are on beer números. This doesn't look like a smoothie.
Nah, not
This is
at
like a
all.
regular beer. So let's just get into it.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers, City.
Definitely like an IPA.
Yeah.
Smooth. That bitterness at the end.
A little tang to
A
it.
little tang to it.
Yeah. It's not bad.
So you were in a cult.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily identified as one. It was a lot of things happening in my life. So, yeah.
So tell me about it. You had like a 2-year hiatus from like 2020 to now.
2018, it was around the time I dropped Black for Ronin. Me and my man's Lanks at the time. I had got this DM from this guy. He was like, yo, I want to come and, shoot a video with you. And I'm reaching out to artists. I'm shooting music videos for him. I'll shoot a music video for free or whatever. I was like, oh shit, yeah, for sure, I'll do that. So we went to go do that. And before that, he was also talking about like decoding and stuff like that. So we went to go do that. And I'm telling Lanks about it. I'm like, yo, bro, can you trying to slide with me to go here and get decoded and all these things? He was like, what's decoding? I'm like, bro, I don't know what it is.
I was about to ask,
but
what is that?
he decodes me. So basically he looks at my name and, in reverse. And then, he tells me things about myself and things that nobody would even know and all these things, and telling me, I'm a living legend and, stuff like that. And then we kind of build a bond, kind of like at first it's kind of like a little brother, big brother type of thing. And then, I start to learn things about myself. Even if I were to say some of these things on camera, it would just sound wacky to people.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of stuff that you've seen on the internet. That shit was real, bro. Shit was really happening. And it's wild because I guess the approach of it really wasn't the most positive. And that's the thing. I don't regret anything, but I just wish that the approach wasn't what it was. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by the approach?
Just the way we were, like, not preaching what we was teaching. You know what I'm saying? Like telling people to do this and we not really doing that. That was my take. That was like the thing that was frustrating me. Even just to rewind, it was like, you know, we built this bond and it went from like little bro, big bro thing to like father and son type of thing. Like I ended up living with them. He took me in as family and like we were like this, like we were really close. And shit just kind of got a little left. Music was on my mind. That was all I wanted to do. But obviously learning what I've learned is deeper than music, but music has always been a catalyst and very integral part. Like being able to communicate what I say to people able to learn from the shit that I'm even saying. And you know, just even recently, like I've kind of departed ways from them recently. And a lot of shit has like opened up to me, like straight up. Bro, I'm telling you, if I show y'all what the fuck I am and who I am, it's a lot, bro. And
so when I guess you started that transformation, you're like, was there something like besides the decoding that kind of brought you into it more? Was something like they said to you or you heard that was just like, this is like, I believe in this, or this is something that resonates in me for me to kind of make this transition in my life?
Yeah, because it was new. It was new, and I was looking for something beyond what I was used to. You know what I'm saying? Like I was looking for answers. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for that I've always been a very like what they call esoteric and you know, spiritual and all these things. Like I've been calling myself a god since I was 14 years old. That's not a normal thing for a 14-year-old to be walking around calling himself. You know what I'm saying? And I say that shit with confidence. And, you know, when I got around him, it was like, oh shit, like somebody finally gets what I'm on, like this type of time, calling themselves gods and, you know, trying to figure out what the power is and trying to figure out the truth and all of these things. But then it turned to this kind of like, it went from trying to teach people to being like, you know, fuck these people and we're going to be on the internet all day and going to be on Instagram talking shit. And
yeah, because hopefully this doesn't come on offensive. But like I remember seeing him and like very like how you just mentioned, like you yourself, like, oh yeah, I'm a god, I'm this, but he was very definitely like, I'm the second coming, I'm this.
Yeah. And
it threw me off, and like I think it threw a lot of people off saying that.
Yeah.
And like I remember seeing you part of that, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It definitely was a huge change.
Yeah, for sure.
From going from Slater Blacc, and then you went through a kind of a rebrand too of yourself.
Yeah, I changed my name to Soleil. I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of that shit wasn't even my idea.
No?
It was a lot of like influence. So
do you feel like you were, like most of it was through like pure?
Yeah, it was, and that's not to shit on nobody or nothing like that. No. It was just simply like, I looked at him like a father figure of mine. I didn't have a pops really growing up.
Yeah.
So I was always yearning for that as a you know, young boy coming up. So I didn't necessarily have that, and to him to be there to fulfill, I guess, some type of role in that, it was definitely has some type of solace. You know what I'm saying, for me? Like, okay, cool. Like somebody actually, as far as like a male figure, like I can like look up to somebody. But
did you think that made you more susceptible to like kind of following in his footsteps?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It definitely got to that point, and I kind of had to check myself because I'm just like, you know, I got my own story to tell.
Did you feel like it was too radical at any moments?
Yeah, certain stuff stopped making sense because I was told like music was a waste of my time.
Oh no.
And like I shouldn't be doing it, and so, you know, it's this and that. He like turned around and tried to do music, tried to do the same shit that I was doing. So it didn't really make sense to me, like why I would have to stop doing something that I know I'm supposed to do. But I get why I had to like, because I remember him telling me, was like, yo, you know, kind of sit back, you know, take a break and then it turned into, you know, yo, that shit is just completely a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? And then
Did that hurt when he said that? And the way
for sure.
you see him as you saw him, like you said, as from a brother, an older brother to a younger brother to a father figure.
Yeah, 100%. Because it was just like, damn, like you keep telling me these things are not what I'm supposed to be doing, but you're trying to do them. You know what I mean? It didn't really register right to me. And once I like, you know, separated myself, I started really analyzing, and I was pissed. I was real mad. And even my own homie, like I was alienated from my peoples, like from my family, from my homies, all that stuff like that. And, you know, I recently talked to one of my best friends, and he was just like, yeah, man, I didn't really say anything because, you know, if I would have said something because you were so in it, I would have, you know, we would have had an argument. You know what I mean? It would have been a back and forth. And I'm like, man, I respect you for that because I was really in it. Like I was in it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think remembering seeing like, especially like following you on Instagram and everything, and just seeing like the change and like from like that 2 years of like you can see it, and it definitely like at one point you were definitely more into it.
Yeah. 100%. And it was funny because recently, like anybody I talk to and I show them the shit that I've learned about myself, they don't ever bug out. They're mainly was just like, yo, I wasn't even tripping off of what you were necessarily posting. It was just who you were around.
I think
nobody ever cared about what the fuck I was actually saying.
Yeah, I think sort of. I think it was kind of like I was more wondering like what's going on, and like especially like seeing you around that moment, and like kind of like you definitely were that change of yourself, and like from Slater Blacc to Soli, and like seeing that was definitely like something I was just like kind of worrisome about. I was like, I hope he's good. You know? What was like kind of his goal in all of it? Do you think, or if you know, I should say?
Man, I thought I did. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought I knew the goal. I really don't.
What was the goal you thought you knew?
I thought we were trying to elevate the people. That was my whole thing. I mean, when I got approached, it was, I'm gonna help you with your music. I'm gonna take you to the next level. You're gonna be bigger than this. You're gonna be bigger. You know, just selling me on a lot of shit. I mean, we was having conversations. I mean, when I say we talking to Kanye's people on the phone, like this shit is real. Like, this real connections. We talking, he got, you know, billionaires on the phone, and you know, and I don't want to get you into detail, but it's just it was some real shit going on behind the scenes. So when I tell people like this stuff, this is just crumbs of what.
This is just the top of it.
Yeah, bro, it's a different world out there.
So
and I ain't talking just money.
What led to the disconnect between you two? It
was just too much of that me shit. This I shit.
Oh,
just like I gotta make this. I gotta do this. I gotta make this. You know, I gotta see this amount of money. And I got tired of that shit. And I felt like my energy was being drained because all I wanted to do was learn the information, go through my journey, and still create music and still create in general. And I'm being told that if I create music, then something bad is gonna happen to me. That was the program. So.
And were there others kind of like in the same group?
Yeah, there was other people.
That you were going through this. Did they have similar experiences?
Not really. Like I had my homies that like I introduced them to and shit, and they were along with it at first, but they eventually started to feel some type of way and kind of like separated and distanced themselves. And because I was so in it, they try to kind of tell me what's up, and I was not trying to hear none of that shit.
So were you kind of like a horse with shades on, more or less? Like you just like, you saw it and you didn't see anything else around you at the moment?
Yeah, basically. It was really like a, you know, like, nah, I'm rocking with bro. Like I'm rocking with him. Like I don't give a fuck about what none of y'all saying. Like I'm rocking with bro. You know what I mean?
So when you left, how did it feel when you came back?
Oh, a relief.
Felt like a relief?
For sure, 100%. It was a relief. It was like I felt rejuvenated. I felt like a rebirth. And even getting to the rebirth is like, my entire name means the sun. So my entire name is Tamir Soleil Robinson. Tamir means wealthy one, tall, erect, one who receives a lot of dates. Dates meaning the fruit. If you look up the scientific name of a date palm, it means phoenix. I'm born and raised in Phoenix. So there you go right there, my first name. Soleil means to bring relief. You have Sol, which is the sun. The he part, because it's spelled Solhee. So that he part is bright and shining.
Yeah.
And then you have Robinson, Robin, which also same thing as Phoenix, rebirth as the bird, and then sun as the sun. So my entire name means the sun. And then you have TSR, which is the initials. And there's actually a code called TSR code, which is antivirus scanner. So it means to just keep out all the bullshit and pretty much between the computer and its network to make sure there's no viruses within the computer and its network. My purpose here is to bring relief to people and elevate and pretty much remove you away from all the dumb shit. So when I'm learning about all this shit over time, when I departed myself, I got all of this access information within 3-4 months then versus 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was venting to my homie like, yo, I feel like when bro decoded me, because he decoded me multiple times. So I was like, bro, I don't know what it is, but I feel like bro knows something about me that I don't know yet, that I'm going to find out, but I don't know yet. But he's not trying to tell me. He's like, what you mean? I'm just like, bro, I don't know. This is real shit going on in my life.
So do you feel like he kept things from you?
Oh, for sure. And that's not no knock on him. That's not no like, fuck you type of thing. You know what I mean? It's just that's the genuine feeling like, yo, like, I feel like you're not really giving me the information
that you know.
That I know. I don't know everything, but I got an idea what the fuck is going on. And nobody's telling me nothing. Yeah, I'm starting to feel some type of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And are you guys still
Oh, we don't.
No.
Nah, I really like.
You cut it off?
Yeah, I cut all that shit off. And it was crazy because once I went back to Slator Blacc, I started putting music out. I started like recalibrating what the purpose was. I got back to revamping everything and not even about money, but like really knowing who I am and like being in that shit started looking different.
I think going through that period definitely made you see things differently when you came out.
100%. And when I was in it, it was like, man, when I was in it, it was wild because we was all living together too. And it was like, man, we was miserable.
What do you mean?
We was fucking miserable in the house. It was a lot of, everybody had their personal shit going on. And it was, everything was evolved around him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like the leader of everything.
Yeah. And it was like, I'm being told like, yo, you the next this and you gonna do this and boom, 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 boom. And he's trying to reach to the kids.
What do you mean?
Like his thing was to like elevate the children and get them to think differently and think like with the elevated mindset. Yeah. But my thing is like, if you got the young buck on your squad, why are you not using the young buck to reach that demographic? I was being told to sit back.
So did you feel at one point, I guess, neglected?
I wouldn't say neglected, but I definitely was feeling a little...
Or undervalued.
In a sense for sure. It was just like, it just felt like I didn't have much of a mind of my own. Like I just, when he say jump type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I was. And when I would analyze that, it would piss me off because I'm not like that. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a wild time, bro. Like it was such a wild time. It's so much shit I can't even say on the camera, bro. But it's just like the gist of it. But what you seen though is, I'll forever say that what you seen, that shit is real. Like behind the scenes, shit was going on. Like bro got power, I got power, and people I was around got power. And the thing is, it's like, so do y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like when we say, yo, you're a god, that shit real. Cause nobody wants to tell y'all that shit. They want to just tell you you're a regular person.
So I get what you mean, but I guess I get some pushback on this, but especially about him particularly.
Yeah.
it wasn't that, like, for you saying that, oh, I'm a god, but his way of saying it was a lot more intense.
It was like, if you're not accepting your God, you're gonna die type shit.
And
I ain't like
he
that.
was saying it very like, I am the second coming, this is me.
Yeah.
Which was, it always kind of baffled me seeing that, was very like, especially someone like posting on Instagram and like kind of spouting these things. And I hope I'm not trash talking, by the way.
Yeah.
It kind of threw me off to kind of have that perspective of himself.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I get what you mean, but I think there's a very, it's a hard line to walk. Because saying you're a god, it especially like at a young age, it can definitely empower you in certain ways.
Yeah.
And depending on the way you're saying it. But saying you are God is a little different.
Yeah.
Like there's a huge like besides you are like a god or being an actual like, second coming.
Yeah.
And I think that's what always kind of threw me and I think everyone off when we would see stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, man.
I think it's insane that what you went through, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a lot of, like I said, like I was never mad at what it was just how he was doing it. That was just my whole thing. Like I never really gave two fucks about him saying he was the second coming, and because at one point I actually, I believed the shit. Like I've seen some shit, and I was like, oh, okay,
So
bro might be on some shit.
Do you think at any point of that experience there was any manipulation involved?
It was definitely a lack of truth there, for sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. It was definitely lack of truth there. It was a lot of like trying to sell people on shit, on convincing people of shit. And that's the thing I don't like. I don't like, if I gotta convince you who I am, there's no fucking point of even putting my energy into it. If I gotta like literally like sell you, prop myself up and do all this extra shit just to get you to believe in who I am, and then you don't believe in who I am, so I gotta threaten you, I don't even want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even, because that's not pure. I don't want to be a part of none of that shit. I don't want to have to be like, yo, you don't accept that I'm God? Then I'm gonna take your fucking, I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna do this to your family.
I think definitely like if you're religious, especially like Jesus is very like, if you don't accept me, you don't accept me. But he was very like, it wasn't like a forceful thing of nature. Forcing people.
Yeah.
He of course had followers and believers, but he never forced them to believe. He just let them know, and if they believed, they believed. If they didn't, they didn't.
Yeah.
Which of course a lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
But it was never forced out of like, this is this and you need to think this.
Yeah.
It was, this is this, and if you believe this, then you believe it. If you don't, then so be it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the huge difference between, the two.
Yeah.
So do you think is this the comeback of Slater Blacc?
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it a comeback. I wouldn't even call it a comeback. I really, I wouldn't even necessarily, I called it a rebirth. It's a rebirth. Yeah, bro.
So this is the rebirth of Slater Blacc then.
Exactly.
Cheers to your rebirth then.
Thank you, man.
It's good to have you back, honestly.
Thank you, bro. I'm actually very grateful to be back, because now that I'm back, I didn't realize how, it was another thing I was talking to my homie about. I was like, bro, I didn't realize how much people fuck with me.
Dude, a lot of people. The thing was like I mentioned was like your name is a staple of like the Phoenix local scene, and like us particularly, and a lot of others like followed your journey.
Yeah.
And seeing like what you are and who you are, and being back and being rebirthed and all. You released 9 singles in 2023.
Yeah, damn, 9.
9.
Holy
I count.
Shit.
Now 10 technically. Now with
yeah,
the latest
10.
release.
Yeah.
Here's to living great and dying awesome.
Living great, die awesome, man.
That was what is even this King's Co. That's where we got our beer from. Donna Ho's Golden Chicken. Wow. DIPA. This can is insane. It's like a menu.
Oh wow, that's actually fire.
That's a really cool can.
Yeah, that's fire.
I don't even know what this beer is or the percentage on it. 8.3%.
Sheesh.
It's a little higher, definitely.
Sheesh. Yeah, I can feel it.
You could definitely feel that one.
Yeah, I could definitely.
Honestly,
feel it. It's about to be
7.
a long night.
A solid 7, I would rate it.
Yeah, for sure. I'll give it a 7. I agree with that.
It's not bad. It's an IPA. If you like IPAs, you definitely will like it. But that ends our second beer, and it's now game time.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, we are in our game time. So this is the Wheel of Torture, or Wheel of Hell, whichever you like to call it.
Yeah.
And whatever it lands on is the activity we'll be doing for our game time.
We're gonna do it.
The guest has the honors to do the spin. All right, give it a good spin.
All right,
Good
spin. All right.
Good spin. There we go. There's always anxiety inducing.
Oh.
All right, one more time. Do it one more time.
Das Boot.
Oh, you fucker.
Do you want to do Das Boot?
No, you don't want to do it.
No, sir. No, sir.
Flip coat. All right, there you go.
Let's do it.
We are playing Flip Cup. Well, we are in game time. You've never played Flip Cup.
No. I have not, man.
Good luck.
All right.
Okay, so explain behind the camera. The game is pretty simple. 3 cheers, chug. As soon as the cup is done, first person to flip all 3s wins. All you gotta do is put the cup at the edge when it's empty, flip it onto its other side.
Okay.
Pretty easy.
Let's do it.
Loser chugs a beer. Not too much.
Hey.
You got this.
Hey.
You got this. You got this.
We'll see. Let's go.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Our first beer. All right. All right. So ready? 1, 2, and then 3.
Go.
You chugged that fucking so fast. Fuck. Oh shit.
Oh, you fucker. Fuck.
No, dude. Holy shit. You scared me. You so fast you chugged that?
Not a good look. Oh, really?
Where's that?
Bro, I'm about to throw up. I've never drunk this much beer in my life.
Neither have I.
Ever. This shit is crazy.
Good game. Good game. Good game.
Good game, man.
You are a really fast chugger. Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
I was like, I
I
looked.
got shit on my
I
shirt.
got nervous. Like my heart.
Hey, I'm
started
gonna be
pounding.
honest. I didn't think that I was gonna even chug that like that, but
It
happened.
wasn't even like a chug. It was a swallow, bro. You just took that shit like nothing. All right, well, salute, my friend.
Damn.
You can chug the boat.
It would be so fucked up. This actually might be the first time in my 25 years of life that I might just really be fucked up. Like I've never been this fucked up.
Welcome to Beers with Peers, guys. Shout out Liquid ID.
Live great, man. You know what I'm saying? I only do this type of shit with them just because I know them. These the homies, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do this with no randoms. I only do this with the homies.
We've known you for a while.
You got any words for the camera while you're chugging that down?
Look, man. Live great, man. That's all I can really tell you. Live great. And don't let nobody tell you what you're supposed to be. You already know the answers. So go after it.
Woo! You got it or you help?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little handicapped right now.
You help? I can help you.
Hey, man.
Finish it for you.
Hey, if you could do that, I appreciate you.
I got you. I got you. We always got you.
Oh, man. Oh, man, you trooper, bro. Sheesh. That's a real one right there. That's a real one.
thank you for joining us for Beers with Peers. Thank you again, Slater.
Oh my guy, bro. Oh my guy.
Also happy to have you on the show.
Yes, sir. Likewise.
It's been a fat minute.
Oh yeah, you already know the vibes. You already know.
Do you have any upcoming shows that you're doing?
Right now, I'm gonna be completely honest, not right now. But I'm gonna say this, not in America. I'm gonna just say that, not in America.
Oh shit. Well,
Not in America.
stay tuned for Slater. Has future projects? You coming out with the album?
We got albums coming this summer, this fall. We got albums coming for 2024, but this summer, this fall, we got albums coming. We got projects coming, we got visuals, we got, I'm gonna say this too, this might sound premature, but we're working on it. Live Great Skate Team, coming very soon. You can find me at Slator Blacc, at Slator Blacc, Instagram, at Slator Blacc, Twitter, Slator Blacc YouTube, Live Great, finery.com, that's the website. Live Great is the company. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got the skate program, we got the music, we got the films, we got all that coming, we got all the fashion. It's all coming just all in due time. So yeah, we got everything coming for y'all, man. Just know, man, it's a different day. It's a different day. So yeah, we got some shit. I'm a little tipsy right now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little tipsy right now. But I'm gonna just say it's elevation, man.
Well, that's it, folks. God, I can't even talk right now. Thank you for watching an episode of Beers with Peers. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to live great and die awesome.
Live great, man.
And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, bro.